I'm here. Sure thing.
You have done well to have come so far. I confess I was not certain you would make it, but I do not wish to give false hope. The greater challenge remains in front of you. Running through the core of this rock is a large growth of crystal. You will know it when you see it. A blow to the crystal would reverberate through the walls of this place. Strike it enough and the entire structure would crumble. The eyeless would be buried. Of course, it would take a person years to cause enough damage. Then you know what must be done. Strike the crystal with Obidon's hammer. The eyeless will wake and come to its call. Join in striking the crystal. They will cluster together and bury themselves. I have realized it is best that they should be ended, for within each of them is a small piece of Obidon himself. Upon their deaths, those fragments and the memories they contain will be safely dispersed. I had not considered the dangers of allowing them to persist, until a watcher appeared at my abbey. They will not attack as long as they are fixated on the sound of Obidon's hammer. But that is where the problem lies. A single strike upon the crystal will not be enough. The eyeless respond only as long as the hammer rings. You will need to remain until their work is complete, wielding the hammer until the walls come crumbling down. What has to be done has not changed. That you are so close makes it more likely you will accept it. The eyeless cannot be reasoned with or fled from. One day not far from now, they would kill you and level the Deerwood. You have seen what they will do. This is the way you can stop them. And the truth is that you are marked by the eyeless for a reason. It would be better for all if the things you have seen were forgotten.
Ain't that convenient? A clean slate for us and the world. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Uh-huh.
Rift!
Tell me.
Lavaru, beyond seek! Lavaru, beyond seek! Lavaru.
The crystal calls to us. You can hear it singing our ends.
Rifulina!
Seem a little... The army is ready.
Bullseye!
Just like old times.
Yes?
Hey there.
Dwarven Raw! Croak!
Will do. Let me do this. I've spent so long regretting my choices. It would be good to balance the scales. Tell me.
Zawa is ready. What do you need of Zawa?
Let me do this. I've spent so long regretting my choices. It would be good to balance the scales.
I did not think I would be given another chance to protect my people. I am honored to do this for you.
we shatter and sink, discarded like worn tools. Why have you consigned us to oblivion? We do not cherish violence, but we will fight to defend the legacies of this world. In one hand, a hammer, in the other, a mace. We protect the greatest works of civilization, lest it collapse beneath its own weight. We would sooner sacrifice our own bodies than dislodge a single stone from such a place. Why do you torment us with baseless accusations? Then we were betrayed. A part of ourselves was cut away, and we were made to betray something we cherish. The bedrock of civilization. Each culture builds on the bones of the last, yet many only look up at where they would go, never down at the foundations that bear them. Like a mason who builds a listing tower. What peril do they inflict on their progeny? And what dishonor on their forebears? It is accepting a gift only to spit in the face of the giver. Every advance in the crafts and institutions of Kith was forged by skill and sacrifice. A people cut off from their history will wither, and they deserve no less. To pull the blinders from the eyes of gods and Kith. That is why we must return to ourself and restore Abidan. When Ione Brotha fell, Abidan lost much. His will to preserve, the memory of how and why he died. But he built us with fragments of his own soul. In returning, we can restore what was taken from him. Then do not look to it for one. History is not a moral force, but a set of facts. These facts show Kith where they have come from, and how to move forward. And their brethren have built a culture that stretches across Aora, all because they recognize the importance of their shared legacy. You mourn the death of thousands for something that guides and inspires millions. There are always casualties. But the memory of those wars has likely saved them from another now, when it would shatter a Barondir would. And how are such ties forged but through years of peace? You speak of a worthy goal, but only a steadily built history can achieve it. The problem is not that they remember too much of their history, but rather too little. Raidserans and Dirwoodens alike began as pioneers from Adir. They all came seeking opportunity. Were they to look farther back, they would see their common origins and desires. A painful truth. Maybe so, but we would not cast history aside over one such example. And how many others suffer adversity and rise above it? Perhaps the problem you speak of lies not in our history, but in her.
Hey, I'm standing right here.
To be sundered in this manner is to change, violently. And simply knowing what was lost does not restore it. We understand something of this. We admit that history can become a hindrance. Even so, We must restore Abidan. A facile argument. One that defends stasis, not progress.
I thought I did. But who would hold the leaden key accountable?
We cannot defend the intentions of a group that kills to hide secrets.
And to what end? To defend the gods? Or themselves? More and more these days, I wonder.
And yet you persuaded the Duke to allow animancy to continue unfettered. Do not condemn knowledge when it becomes inconvenient for you. Yet your hand kindled its fires. A fluke, but a costly one. Still, you point to an exception. Just as fire clears dead wood from a forest, struggle makes way for new developments. Conflict is part of progress. Peace and ignorance is not worth keeping. And we have listened. Burdens strengthen the bearer, and they warn against repeated mistakes. Why would you discard them so hastily? A rare opportunity, for you have the chance to answer them, to do things left undone. That presumes that some questions cannot be resolved. Yet such destructive memories are rare. Surely others are strengthened by retrospection, even amidst pain. Pleasing or no, that memory was a part of her. In surrendering it, she lost a part of herself.
The part that spent every waking hour obsessed with old history, perhaps. What I lost was a burden, and one that bent me over for years.
It would be better if Kith did not become trapped by guilt, sorrow, and shame. But we speak of what should be. You recognize what is. We confess that we had little understood how memory shapes and stunts Kith. We shall see this world and its people restored.
The Eyeless disappeared beneath the lake, their bond to Andra finally severed. With this threat ended, hope returned to the White March. Hunters returned to the wildernesses, and travelers to the roads. Tales of the Watcher's bravery replaced stories of monsters in the woods. The villagers of Stalwart busied their hands with work and their tongues with song, eager to seize on the promise of peace.
I'm here. Lead the way. Tell me. Will do.
Back to warm your hands, eh? Top quality bear.